What's up YouTube, it's Jake and I'm back with another video. I'm keeping you updated on my account, what we're doing to make coins, and just kind of giving you guys a market update in this video. I think it's really needed and we're seeing some interesting things. I'm recording this on Wednesday morning. I hope to have the video up for you Wednesday night so that all of it's pretty darn live and you can kind of see some examples we use live for you. And we'll talk about ones to watch coming out. We'll talk about team of the week trading and investing, so make sure to stay tuned for that. If you're new here and you enjoy the content, make sure to like the video and subscribe.
I like to be liked. I enjoy being liked. I have to be liked.
Alright, so last video I told you guys I wanted to have around 4 million coins within a few days, or essentially the next video, and we're there. We're at like 4 million, which is awesome. I did cash out those 4,600 extra FIFA points we have. I know that people are going to be calling people frauds all year from having 100 left over. That's just what you get left over if you opened all of them via the 7.5k packs, and it's kind of annoying seeing that number, and I hate that EA did that because people are going to spend a little bit more money, in my opinion, just to clear that 100 off. I hate that sitting there myself, but who knows what to do. I'll probably leave it open all year. Maybe they'll like unlock a silver pack that costs 100 FIFA points or something, but I don't like seeing it. It annoys me. I don't know if that triggers you guys. Let me know. Anyways, we didn't really get anything in those 4,600 points. We got a discard inform, we got some shadows and some hunters. So just like a lot of you guys, even with poor pack luck, it still probably made us cumulatively close to like 50 to 100k, and that was a nice little bit of a boost. And then we did do some more SBCs. Just like I told you guys, you should to start your account. We finished hybrid leagues and hybrid nations, and we actually have another video coming out. We did that on stream if you were there, kind of evaluating the cost and seeing what you get out of it. I did pack the young in that last one, so it ended up being really profitable for me. Well, not really, I kind of overspent, but 50 to 75k worth of profit, which is good. And I recommend you guys make sure you get those done, especially as this first week of FIFA progresses. Now, you may be wondering what type of trading I've been doing to accelerate my coins really quickly, and there are just two answers to it. I've been doing that SBC trading with Footman Solutions, and I like to use cards that are in off leagues or off nations a lot, so this is a good example here. This Mueller is a pretty nice card to trade with because he's German, right, which is a strong nation, but he's in Switzerland 1 league, so he's used, that is Switzerland, right? I'm NA education, but anyways, he is used in SBCs because he adds that extra league if they need them, and he can usually go to 1k. So if I get him at like 500 or 600 coins and he goes up to 1k, it's 400 coins profit per card, but that really adds up. So these are some other examples of cards I have been using, but they do change often, so I don't think you can just watch this video and then take these examples and run with it, because they do change and they may not work tomorrow, but that's just a big part of my trading, so I want to be honest with you guys there. Next, I wanted to tell you guys what I've been doing recently that really added up to like 500k to a million pretty quickly, which is icon trading. I did a lot of icon trading yesterday, and icon trading is actually a pretty simple type of trading, but what you need to know with icon trading is that you have to have good memorization, because you're essentially memorizing a plethora of icon prices and you need to know them off the top of your head to see it's a good deal. The best way to icon trade right now by far is called the 59th minute method, which essentially you put in icons as a filter, right? And you can do that by a league. That will cause less like glitches than if you do it by rarity, and you can search. And then what I'm doing here is I'm quickly scrolling to the 59th minute, and that means someone just listed their card. What you're looking for is someone who doesn't know the value appropriately and is underlisting the card. So they may not know that a certain card sells for 800k. They may list at 700k, and then there you have a deal. You have to know the prices off the top of your head, and I actually haven't traded too much this morning. This one looks pretty good to me, to be honest. So I'm going to take that on live video. That looked pretty good to me. 1.508. I think I can sell them at like 1.63 or 1.64 maybe, and that will be like a 50k profit. So that was a pretty good example. And as you guys see, you just have to know the prices off the top of your head. I'm really glad we got that on stream. It's pretty cool to see. I actually sold two of these yesterday at 1.65 and 1.67. So that should be pretty good profit. I was making like 80k a card. This will probably be closer to 40 or 50, but we got to take it when we get it, right? So that is icon trading and a live example, I suppose. You may also ask me what's the best way to learn prices. There are a few different ways. You can look at Footbin and start monitoring them within a certain range, right? So I'm doing a minimum of 500k because I have a big budget right now of above 4 million. So I'm basically searching and looking for high budget icons because I think there's less competition on them as people are on a smaller budget than I am. So I'm just scrolling to the 59th minute and looking for those deals. And because I've been trading them recently, I do know pretty much all of them off the top of my head, as you saw there, and it just takes memorization, practice, patience, and then you're good to go. And I don't see any on this search. So what you do is you back out, you go again, and you keep going and going and going repeatedly. This Alberto is good to pick up at 550. This, I don't know that SE, to be honest, top of my head. This Maradona 1.5, this Kaka 750. But the more you know, the more you can make, and play around with search filters, practice your memorization. It's a good skill to have in life, so it's a kind of a fun way to trade. I'm really glad we got that on video. It's pretty cool to see live trading. You don't see that super often, so I'm really happy about that. I'm going to have Rach cut out a little bit of a clip here just showing some sales and deals I did find yesterday, and you guys can see how it adds up pretty quickly, but super fun way to trade. It's kind of like an adrenaline boost because you're like, oh, can I get that deal? And you have to beat a lot of other people to it. As you see, I got him right on the 59th. It usually doesn't sit on for more than a minute or two, and you got to buy it. You got to know the prices. So that's honestly the main type of trading I've been doing is icons and then some solution trading with those kind of popular league off-nation cards. So hopefully that helps you discover some of them. If you follow me on my social medias, I've been posting a little bit there, just a few examples. But if you have a big list compiled, it's pretty much making like, you can make easily like 200 to 500K in a couple days for sure. Now today we're getting our first team of the week, well, our second team of the week, our first new one, which should be pretty exciting. And we did have one card that's featured that is pretty popular, which is Jesus. And I thought this would be a perfect example to talk about what to do and what not to do. First off, what not to do is go invest in him right after you see the announcement, because everyone is doing that.
Classic beginner's mistake.
So as you see, Jesus was floating around 7.5K. I don't think it was super expected for him to be in Team of the Week. He wasn't really elevated too much in price, so he's floating around like 7 to 7.5K, and now he's already up to 12.5K. And what's happening is all these people, hopefully you're not one of them, but hopefully in the future you won't be. If you are, all these people are rushing and they're sprinting to go buy this Jesus, thinking it's a good idea. Because everyone is doing that, it's probably not a good idea, and you're buying high. And oftentimes what will happen now is, and you guys can follow up on this, or we can end the next video. Oftentimes what will happen is he'll come down right at Team of the Week announcement because everyone's like, oh, he's not going up. What happened? Well, thousands of people just went to buy his card, and not thousands of people want to buy his card instantly back. It's a mistake a lot of people make, but if you're going to make a Team of the Week investment, you actually want to make it early. Let me show you a good example here. In my Discord, I shouted Felipe Anderson at 2K on both consoles, and I really like him because he's got one of those good SBC links, right? He's Brazilian and he's in an off league. So he moves from FCCs a lot, and I shouted at him around 2K, I think around Monday, and now he's up to 4K, and they could take that profit now from people running to panic buy, or they could take it in a few days. Because he is an SBC fodder, he could easily go higher. I could see this card honestly going like 5 to 7K, no problem, but you also have to wait a few more days. So there's no right or wrong time to sell with that, but it's good profit either way. Some of you guys have asked me about club stocking Team of the Week SBC fodder. You know that SBC requirements sometimes require one Team of the Week, which gives them some value. You can if you want. You'd have to be on a high budget to make that feasible in my opinion, but I'm not recommending it right now just because it could be a while till they see a rise. But getting cards like David Garcia, Thiago Silva, Bunu, Ferroni in your club is just fine. If you wait long enough, they'll probably go 15 to 20K, or at least these discard ones, but you have to wait a while. And because trading is so good right now, just in general, like I think you can turn over your coins really fast. I don't think it's smart to invest unless you're kind of just lazy trading and you want to fill up your club, but you can probably even fill up your club with these Team of the Weeks in a couple weeks and make some good profit. Lastly, today I did want to touch on the ones to watch promo. There's been a lot of talk about that and what's going on with it, and I just wanted to mention a few trading things going into it, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. Whenever we get a new promo, what we tend to see is actually some panic ahead of time.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
So what will happen is people know there's ones to watch coming out. They're excited for it. They're excited to get those promo cards, and ones to watch is work a little bit differently this year. A player can get upgraded after their team gets 5 wins in 10 domestic games. So all these PSG cards are probably going to upgrade in like 5 games. So that's going to make them pretty darn valuable right off the bat. And then they can also get upgraded based on performance too. So I think ones to watches will hold more value this year because a lot of times in years past, defenders like never got an upgrade or it took a long time. I think it's awesome that a card like Hakimi has a really good shot of being upgraded and kind of rather quickly. I mean, it will take 5 games maybe for PSG, maybe 6. He'll get an upgrade within there. And what's going to happen on Friday is people are going to get really excited about these new cards, and they're going to kind of forget about what they've been playing with. Maybe that be the gold version of Hakimi, or it be Kyle Walker or something. And what happens is people kind of panic a little bit for a few hours. They start selling them off maybe Friday morning into the first few hours of a new promotion, and then they look to go change to the new flashy thing. And that's what EA wants. That's how they sell their FIFA points, and it does happen pretty much on a recurring basis. What you can do is you can look for panic in the morning and in those first few hours on Friday of meta cards that are going to have really high demand. We've seen some examples of that already this year of what cards are really popular. So like Dembele, Holland are 2 examples that they are being bought a lot. So if you see panic on cards like that, it's good to go into because afterwards people will realize like, hey, these ones to watches are too expensive for me. I got to go buy back what I sold. And that is how a lot of people lose a lot of coins throughout the year. They sell at the wrong time and then they buy back later in that evening. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Just a little tip going into ones to watch. We covered some team of the week stuff and I showed you guys my trading and you even saw it live, which was fantastic for me. Thank you guys so much for showing the support on the channel. We're up like 1,000 subs in like 7 days, which is crazy to me. It's mind blowing and we are going to keep producing the best content we can for you guys. So be here for the ride. Peace.